Sonya Deville comes out. You could not have followed this last man standing war for a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match than this, where Sonya comes out to announce the next participant that will be in the women's ladder match who has to do nothing. But that is the story that they are purposely telling. But the person she announces to join the other women is the returning Zelina Vega, who comes out, and Vega says that she is going to win and become either the Raw or SmackDown Women's Champion, and this prompts Liv Morgan to complain this is not fair. Vega hasn't even wrestled on SmackDown this year. She was talking to SAG-AFTRA. She was going to try and upset the whole structure of this industry. Vega comes back saying, I can run circles around you, you amateur. And Liv just slaps her in the face and wants a match right now. And in Zelina Vega's big return, she gets beaten by Liv Morgan in a minute 56 when Morgan reverses a roll-up and grabs the tights of Vega, which Vega had tried to do, and Morgan pins Zelina Vega. An unbelievable return here for Zelina Vega.
I couldn't believe this.
This was amazing.
Oh my God. Number one, I would say beyond, I think, the match and the result itself, it's the fact that she came out here and really had an opportunity to cut the promo of her life. You know, like the reasons surrounding her absence are not a secret at all. And to not even touch on some of that controversy to her advantage was just a total like waste of an opportunity. She came out here and basically it was as if like, I don't know, she's been spending all her time on main event. You know, she felt so unimportant coming out and not at all, I think, the hot prospect that I feel like she had kind of become in her time away. And then you couple that with the result of this match, like, you know, the pessimistic, cynical side of me wonders if it is some form of punishment, but maybe not. Maybe we have to wait and see how this plays out.
Famous words. Yeah, I just don't know how you could have made her feel more trivial than by the end of this. I mean, she came out, it was, I just thought they minimized the return in an unbelievable record amount of time, in a minute 56. But she is in the ladder match, so there we go. Vega, to me, do you see Vega ultimately just in this singles wrestler role? Because the strength of her was as a mouthpiece. And I think as just a wrestler, she is quickly going to be lost in the shuffle. And man, did they just get in the express lane to that status after this?
Yeah, I mean, on the main roster, at least, I think they see more value in having people, you know, their female talent wrestle rather than be a mouthpiece for somebody else. Eventually, I mean, I really do hope that she finds a role doing that. But in the meantime, I mean, they do need competitors. And they do need competitors who could speak, and she at least fulfills that role. But coming off of this appearance, I certainly don't see her as any sort of contender for Money in the Bank, even though she very well could have been coming off of that absence. I would be surprised if she, you know, be any level of contender in this in the near future, at least.
So the story is that Liv Morgan is pissed because she now has 2 wins against Carmella and now over Vega, and she does not have a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So the story is, this makes no sense.
The story is we're supposed to really want to cheer for Liv because she's been getting overlooked by the incompetent writing of this show. The incompetent booking decisions of what's her name? Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce. And yeah, it logically, if this was a real sport, nothing would really make sense. So maybe that's what she should be complaining about.
This is the first time like they're actively making, like specifically Deville here, look like placing her in like this adversarial role to Liv Morgan. And they teased it like with Pearce and Deville, and then they kind of got away from that. But for the most part, it's like these two have kind of been just down the middle. Mm-hmm. And I don't think this is really heat. I think this is just more, I just think it's a weak story.
Well, it just breaks, I think, the part of the fabric of this structure of the WWE, you know, and their matchmaking, where it would absolutely make no sense. Number one, why you have Zelina Vega automatically enter the match, and two, how this person having won twice in recent weeks does not.
And you're telling like contrasting stories that I think put the men and the women on such unequal footing. Kevin Owens is going through this war to get into this prestigious match. And this is how we're handling the women's version. That's a total joke. I mean, it just makes the women's match feel so much more inconsequential because of how these women are being presented. Like it's this comedy routine on the women's side.